Who's ready for some football?
It's time to suit up as the best of the best are coming to town for the ultimate game.
And if you're not playing, you may not get in. But don't worry, Local 10 has you covered.
Because when it comes to enjoying the Super Bowl in South Florida,
it's as easy as LIV.
From east to west, nobody does Super Bowls bigger and better than South Florida. That's why, for a record-breaking 11th time, the NFL is bringing a heavyweight matchup to our own backyard. And tonight, we'll preview the hottest scenes to get in on all the action. From the parties, to the concerts, to the experiences that are fun for the whole family. We'll show you how to live your best Super Bowl life.
Julie Durda.
And get a blast from the past with our own Gold Rush cheerleader, Julie Durda. So huddle up. We're ready to kick things off as Local 10 brings you the ultimate guide to the ultimate game.
welcome to the spectacular Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino for the ultimate guide to the ultimate game.
The kickoff of Local 10's coverage of Super Bowl week and the big game.
And we're covering all the action off the field like the Niners secondary, starting tonight and each and every day for that matter. Local 10 is where you want to be.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Perez.
And I'm Calvin Hughes. And you know, we have been in the national spotlight for weeks now, and we're still several days away, but this is really the place to be.
Yeah, and this is where you want to get to know everything that is happening throughout the entire week until the big game. And the weather out here tonight is absolutely perfect.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so let's go ahead and show you a live look of Hard Rock Stadium right now. So you can see it's quiet now, but a week from this very moment, San Francisco and Kansas City will be on the field for Super Bowl 54 in front of 70,000 screaming fans.
Emphasis on the screaming fans, by the way. Take a look at the field right there, and no doubt the groundskeepers are the real MVPs because the field looks like a carpet. And the Super Bowl logo at midfield at the 50-yard line, if you are so lucky to get a seat right there, you'll see it. So all of this means the NFL is moving closer and closer to being ready for their showcase game.
And if you are down on South Beach, the excitement is already starting to build as the crowds start filtering into South Florida for all the events that will take over Miami-Dade and Broward over the next week.
And Nicole and I are not alone in this. Take a look at all of our team of reporters here. We're just a few short of a starting 11. We'll take on the Super Bowl champs, whomever that may be. We have Local 10 reporters all over town ready to get things going and to bring you the very latest for the big game coming up next Sunday, as a matter of fact.
And it is time to welcome our very own Local 10's quarterback, Will Mansell.
And one thing we know for sure, oh, look at you getting your arm ready.
Mahomes arm ready, right?
Well, one thing we know for sure is that both teams are in South Florida. One team is in the hangar.
Yeah, it's official now. This is the hype, right? This is all the stuff that we talked about for the last week when we found out what the game would be, and now these teams are here and the work begins. So let's show you live pictures that we can show you right now.
Oh,
this is actually the
there
49ers. You saw Richard Sherman. You saw some of our star players. We'll see all the guys that are part of this powerful defense, a very talented 49ers defense. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo on the offense, a very big part of it. But when it comes to this team, you saw Garoppolo in the front there a little bit. When it comes to this team, this is a team that is built around a spectacular defense. The champs of the NFC have arrived. Again, you're looking at live pictures of that arrival from Miami International Airport. There's George Kittle, you saw past the screen moments ago, the very talented tight end. So again, this is live right now as they have arrived in South Florida to begin the work.
Yeah.
Calvin and Nicole, we saw the Chiefs arrive just a couple of hours earlier. We also got video of that arrival as the champs of the AFC made their arrival here in South Florida. When you talk about them, I was joking about my Patrick Mahomes arm. Yeah, you're talking about Patrick Mahomes and that offense. You're talking about one of the more spectacular offenses that this league has seen in a long time, led by Patrick Mahomes. So these are just the stars, these are the players, and this is the beginning of the Super Bowl hype.
You know, and some football analysis right now, because I believe I have read that the actual league is putting the Chiefs over the 49ers, but let's not move too quick, because defense wins championships, right?
You go by the old theory, defense wins championship, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is accurate, but you also go by the new wave of the NFL with these quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes is just spectacular.
Special.
He is like a video game. I mean, he's the kind of guy that if you went to a factory and you created a quarterback who could throw be accurate, be mobile, improvise. He is your guy. So let me give you a breakdown of what's going to happen in the next couple of days. You've got the teams have arrived. We've seen that. They practice tomorrow. Mahomes will take the field. So will the 49ers. They'll get that practice going. They've got opening night, which is over at Marlins Park. That's kind of like the old media day. Remember when they had the media day and they had all the craziness of stuff with the
Crazy
media?
questions.
We've all been to those, right? When people are dressed up and you got all the wackiness. And then the real work begins. Then it becomes kind of serious with the practices as all the parties are around town. Then Saturday you got the NFL Honors, which is right here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel. So you've got all kinds of stuff going on. But it really gets underway tomorrow.
We'll talk about the comparison of quarterbacks. You got Mahomes, you got Garoppolo. I know 49ers is defense, but compare the two.
Well, the bottom line is this. No matter, if defense wins championship or not, you need your quarterback to make plays. And the quarterbacks have always been historically what's talked about in the Super Bowl. When you look at Garoppolo, in that NFC title game, he threw only 8 passes against the Packers. 8 in a blowout win. If you look at the game on Sunday and you look at that first drive, I can almost guarantee you that Patrick Mahomes is going to throw 8 passes in that first drive, let alone in the game. So it tells you the contrast of styles. The 49ers are going to want to run the ball. They're going to control the clock, keep the ball away from Mahomes and that offense. And Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball 40, 50 times if the Chiefs have any say.
Spectacular offense, incredible defense. We are in for a super game.
Big time show, yeah.
Can't wait for it. Okay, thanks a lot, Will. We'll be talking with you a little bit more during the broadcast.
So the Super Bowl fun has already begun all around South Florida.
No doubt about that. The biggest party all week happening in downtown Miami, of course, where Super Bowl Live is actually set up at Bayfront Park. And best of all, it is free.
And our very own Christina Vasquez had the very tough assignment to go and find all the fun. So Christina, how's it going?
That is all exactly right. A whole lot of fun and free. And you know what? Both of you were so wise to mention it. The star attraction really has been the weather. And just when I thought it couldn't possibly get any more beautiful out here, take a look. The sun begins to set and the illumination of this festive decor kicks in. This really is the place to be to get into the spirit of the Super Bowl. This right here, this gorgeous view at Bayfront Park's Super Bowl Live, making history during Super Bowl 54, explains Super Bowl Host Committee Chairman Rodney Barretto.
Well, this is the first Super Bowl Live on a waterfront, which is amazing. So, yes, we're going to blow people away, for sure.
Family games, live musical performances, and culinary demonstrations delight.
I love it. I love football.
On stage today was SoFlo taste host and celebrity chef Michelle Bernstein.
I'm so happy that we're doing these kinds of things. It's essential for the growth of our city.
For Craig Holmes, event volunteers.
You could not ask for better volunteers.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I'm just so happy I could be here.
Like Jillian Gilbert. Playing catch with visitors made the day. I don't know who's having more fun, really. You or the kids?
I think it's definitely me.
The ultimate star of this community celebration, Miami, and this gorgeous weather, says Miami Dolphins legend Jason Taylor.
But this is like Chamber of Commerce day today. You go outside, it's 77 degrees, like 5% humidity, the sun's out.
We caught up with him as he watched Verizon's 5G stadium experience.
Everybody wants to come to Miami all year round. It's going to be an amazing week.
Absolutely, and you can come experience this after work Monday and Tuesday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is closed Wednesday. Back at it Thursday, 4 p.m. and stretching the hours there a little bit to 11. And then you have these full days on Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and back live. We're at the Huddle Down stage here in between sets. Can you guys feel that from where you are? Ready? Yeah, it's fun out here. And this is actually one of the best highlights. Essentially all week long, you're being treated to live free concerts. So it's a lineup you definitely want to check out and you won't want to miss it. It's a lot of fun down here. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.
I think it's safe to say that Christina has had the best week all week covering all these events. Lucky girl. Thank you, Christina.
Kicking field goals earlier and running the 40-yard dash. But anyway, that's a good segue to talk about the big celebrities who are going to be in South Florida. And we're not talking about the players.
Yeah, forget the A list. This is the A++ list who are going to be performing and are going to be at all the big events the whole week.
The VVIPs. I don't think we're on that list.
No. But maybe this next reporter
Maybe
is.
you, not me. Anyway, let's ferry on over to Christian De La Rosa. He is live now on Watson Island, very near downtown Miami. to talk about the big names who are going to be here for some big concerts and events coming up this week. Christian.
Guys, if you got that pretty penny, the world is yours. You see the light test going on behind me. This is one of several venues that are going up, stages that are popping up. It's just going to be an extravaganza that Miami is getting ready for. So many concerts, so many celebrities. You can see it, you can feel it.
305, the Magic City. Yeah, she's pretty.
Miami, bracing, not just for the big event at Hard Rock Stadium, but for a star-studded hootenanny on steroids.
You heard him.
For those ready to party, the options are overwhelming.
This is a different kind of pressure.
You know I said that I am better now, better now.
From Post Malone at Bootsy on the Water to the Chainsmokers at Maxim's Havana Nights.
From Cardi B to Marshmello Tiesto.
Miami hospitality guru and owner of LIV nightclub, David Grutman, says having the Super Bowl in the Magic City is pulling in the industry's creme of the creme.
I mean, listen, I've been to many Super Bowls, and there's always amazing performances because it's a great time for these corporate brands to do big events and hospitality and all that kind of stuff. But to see the level of talent that we have in Miami for this Super Bowl, it's crazy, man.
You could say the Super Bowl is changing Miami's skyline. Check out the size of this venue, the Meridian, 65,000 square feet. It's where Lady Gaga will be performing. For something a little more low-key and free, don't forget Super Bowl LIV at Bayfront Park, bringing in a week-long fan fest with pre-game parties, food, fireworks, and musical performances too. And speaking about musical performances, you're talking Harry Styles and Lizzo, also here at Watson Island, and around town, Guns N' Roses, Maroon 5, DJ Khaled, DJ Tiesto, Pitbull. The list just goes on, all of it leading up to the main event, not the game, the halftime show with J-Lo and Shakira. And if you've seen some of their videos and the rehearsals on social media, those ladies, my goodness, are gonna move their hips like we've never seen before. They are going to bring that stage down. Here's one thing that I want you to note though, especially here at Watson Island and around town, parking, none of that here, and it's just gonna be a nightmare out there. So please use those ride-share apps as much as you can. We have a whole list of what's going on. This is your Party Central at local10.com. I'm gonna send it back to you guys in studio.
This is the place to be all week long. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, Christian has us covered, no doubt about that. Okay, all right. If you miss anything from the show today, you'll find everything on the Local 10 app and click on the Super Bowl link under sports.
And there you'll find the real ultimate guide to the ultimate game with all the information you'll need from concerts to events to everything on game day.
You can download the app right now by searching for Local 10.
And Local 10's coverage of the big game doesn't end tonight. We have a bunch of special Super Bowl programming all week long.
Each night this week, join Will and Clay for the latest Super Bowl news from the teams and events in our one and only digital specials, airing Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. on local10.com, the Local 10 app, Local 10 Facebook page, and on our Roku and Alexa pages. We are everywhere you want to be, like that credit card, huh?
we really are. And then on Saturday night at 7 p.m., you will want to tune in because we will be hitting the hottest parties across town, every single one of them. Plus, last-minute Super Bowl preps from the teams, all on the Ultimate Guide for the Ultimate Game special Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
Nicole's going to be hitting all of the parties.
All of the parties.
I'm going to be working. All right, I'm kidding. We're just getting started. As you can see here, we're not even in at the end of the first quarter, so don't go anywhere. So much more to come. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Straight ahead. Pigskin or cowhunt? Clay Ferrero puts this Marlins star through his paces at the NFL Experience to see if he's got a future career on the gridiron. Plus, you may not have Super Bowl fever, but if you live in South Florida, you'll want to see what you can and can't do around town this week. That and more coming up on the Ultimate Guide to the Ultimate Game.
Welcome back to the ultimate guide to the ultimate game, and here is a live look at Hard Rock Stadium where in just 1 week, can you believe it, Calvin, the Chiefs and the Niners will be battling out in Super Bowl 54.
It's going to be a great game, but welcome back here to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and this is a spectacular place to be right now as we all get set for Super Bowl week and right before the big game right here in South Florida.
That's right. And a little while ago you saw our very own Will Manso, but he did take off his time machine and he is going to bring us some of the greatest memories in Miami in Super Bowl history. Take a look.
Oh yeah, baby. The NFL must have really dug South Florida back in 1969. While Marvin Gaye was hearing it through the grapevine, Miami hosted the big game for the second year in a row. Guess those fat cats thought the Orange Bowl was right on. Of course, the man of the hour was Joe Namath. Joe Cool guaranteed his upstart AFL Jets would beat the old school Baltimore Colts and the NFL, a claim he repeated famously while sitting poolside at the Gulf Ocean Mile Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. And incredibly, it was Joe and the Jets who sacked the wigged out Colts, winning the game 16-7, with Namath being named the game's most valuable player. Fun fact, Baltimore's starting quarterback that day was Earl Morrall, the same guy who would fill in when Bob Greasy went down and helped the Dolphins to their perfect 17-0 season. And Super Bowl III in Miami was also the first game to actually be called the Super Bowl. The first two contests were called the AFL-NFL Championship games. Can you dig it?
I just need to say, no, I need Will Manso to show up to work at least once a week in that outfit.
Oh, please don't.
I mean, this
please
is
don't,
outfit.
Will. Please don't. Throwback Sunday. There's more to come. You may want to stick around to see more. Anyway, when it comes to theme parks, Disney, Universal, you have no match for what's happening on Miami Beach right now. And the best of all, it is open to everyone.
Yes, and our Clay Ferrero is there. He's at the convention center at the Super Bowl Experience. Clay, how's it going out there?
Hey, Nicole and Calvin, you know, one of the many things that you can do here at the Super Bowl Experience is dress up and take pictures like an actual football player. Or like one of the New York Jets. I'm sorry, Jets fans, that was completely unnecessary. Look, we would have done it over where the Dolphins are, but it's actually been busy over there. People actually want to take pictures with the Dolphins jersey. All right, that's enough of ripping the Jets right here. One of the really cool things that we got to do earlier, not just dress up like a football player, but actually play like a football player. And to show it off, we brought in one of the most beloved Marlins in the history of the franchise. This was great. Here at the Super Bowl Experience, I am joined by a man who needs no introduction, but we're going to do it anyway. Charles Johnson. How you doing, man?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing well. So let me ask you this. You have played in National League Championship Series.
In the air to left center field and very well hit. 3 runs will score.
You've played in a World Series.
The Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
How does what we're about to do compare to all those experiences?
Well, I would say it's going to be probably up there very high. And the reason why it's going to be very high is because I haven't been doing this stuff at all for about 15 to 20 years. So it's going to be very exciting today.
Ready, set,
And this is it, the one everybody talks about, the 40-yard dash. This is going to be tough. This is... Hold on 1 second. All right, CJ, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little old for this. What do you think? Should we maybe agree to come to a tie on this one?
I think we agree to come to a tie.
The slower you jog, the better. How about that?
It is a slow jog. It is a slow jog.
So now we're here at the field goal competition. CJ, did you play soccer or anything when you were in high school?
Never played soccer.
Neither did I. So we're going to start with the 10-yard field goal. Good wide left. I actually won one. I'm shocked. And for the finale, we got Aaron Donald glaring at us over there. I don't know about you, but that's a little intimidating for me. But, I mean, this is it. We're tied 1-1. The Hail Mary is going to decide it. So as long as the hamstrings made it through, I think this was a success. But man, that was awesome. I had a blast.
I had a great time. The good thing about it is I'm able to walk out of here.
It's the best for all of us. We walked out of here, but I'm not sure if we're going to be feeling that in the morning or not. All right, if you want to come check this out, it is fantastic. It's closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It opens back up again at 3 o'clock p.m. Again, we're at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Then Thursday from 3 to 10, Friday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Back out here live. This is probably the most popular attraction here. People get a chance to come and take a picture with the Vince Lombardi trophy. That, of course, the trophy that is given to the winner of the Super Bowl. You can't really tell, but the line here actually wraps around and then goes back downstairs. So, I don't know, guys. After our little experience today, maybe I missed my calling. I mean, I'm only 40 years old. Maybe I can go try out for a team and then get a shot at winning one of those Lombardis. What do you think?
Yes.
Charles is being easy on you.
Come on!
I think Clay has a future.
Oh.
You
look good. You look
You're supposed
good.
to be
You look
encouraging me.
Awesome. I am encouraging you. I am your bestie.
Yeah.
I think you did an awesome job.
I want you to stay at Local 10, so I'm discouraging you from doing well. Okay? All right, Clay, thank you.
Okay,
If
true
you haven't
friends
heard of the
actually
Local
tell
10
each
Florida
other the
Files-
truth so you don't embarrass yourself.
Okay. There's a slight delay, but okay, we get it. Okay, thanks a lot there, Clay. If you haven't heard of the Local 10 Florida Files podcast yet, you're really missing out as they share stories about South Florida's hidden history. And because the Super Bowl game is in town, we have a set of 3 brand new podcasts focusing on Miami Super Bowl stories that you may not know about.
Yeah, stories from the riots that almost ruined the big game and the curious case of Falcons team leader Eugene Robinson, who was arrested the night before the Super Bowl. And finally, the behind-the-scenes story of the Prince halftime show that no one will ever forget.
Wow.
So download the special Super Bowl Florida Files podcast now, and we promise you, you will not be disappointed.
I remember that Prince halftime show, and it was a monsoon in South Florida, or it seemed like, and he danced on stage with heels. You can relate to that, huh?
You can remember that forever.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that. The Ultimate Guide to the Ultimate Game is back in just a moment. Don't go away.
Coming up, South Florida will be locked up tight ahead of Super Bowl 41. Ian Margot has the lowdown on security headaches all residents may deal with this week. And
I've been experienced with football my whole life.
she's a Florida girl now, but Julie Durda's ties to the 49ers found her on the sidelines of some of the league's biggest games. Stand up and cheer, because that's straight ahead on the Ultimate Guide to the Ultimate Game.
Man, back in the 70s, it was peace, love, and football when it came to Super Bowls in Miami. And I was your local sportscaster covering it all. All of South Florida's good vibes brought 3 big games to the Orange Bowl, including 2 featuring the same teams, the Cowboys and the Steelers. The spirit of 76 was flying proudly for bicentennial Super Bowl 10, America's team versus the Steel Curtain. Tom Landry, Mean Joe Green, Roger Staubach, and Terry Bradshaw. Hey, 0 chumps there. Don't mean to harsh your mellow, but for those who enjoy flying a little high, this one was a bummer. The quarterbacks combined to complete just 24 passes, but the athletic artistry of Lynn Swann and his 4 catches for 161 yards did the Steelers a solid, putting them over the top for a 21-17 win. Incredibly, the same 2 teams would meet again a few years later for all the marbles. Kind of like someone said, catch you on the flip side. Hey, I got a boogie. I'll see you in the next Super Bowl. That story of Super Bowl 13 is easing on down the road later.
Okay.
Awesome.
You know, the 76ers, one of my favorite teams, and that outfit Will just had on one of my favorite outfits as well.
I'm keeping tabs, so I have to revisit what I said earlier. I don't know which one I want Will to show up to work in yet.
Loud doesn't even begin to talk about that outfit, but it works. It works on him.
Okay, so we know the Super Bowl game and the week itself are all fun and games, but it's also very important to keep fans and residents safe during the week and the game itself.
Yeah, security measures are top of mind for so many people, especially police. So Ariane Margol is live now from Hard Rock Stadium to talk about that. And even if you're not going to the big game, security is something that you should keep in mind as well if you live in or around that area. Ian.
Of course. You know how many people we already have here in our area, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands more people. So obviously there's going to be traffic headaches, as Christian mentioned before, parking headaches, but it's all for a very good reason. Local, state, federal, so many law enforcement agencies working together to make sure every single one of those people are staying safe.
Don't tell Richard Sherman, but during Super Bowl week, this truck may be the first to intercept anything at Hard Rock Stadium and is part of the best defense you'll see in Miami. These VACUS mobile inspection units are scanning every single thing that comes into the stadium, from equipment and vehicles to food and merch, and they're just one part of a massive and multi-layered security plan for Super Bowl 54.
It's federal agencies, it's the military, it's local law enforcement, it's intelligence agencies, it's the fire departments, the emergency management. That's all under the public safety umbrella.
Greg Terp is the vice president of operations for the Miami Super Bowl committee, and it's his job to coordinate between all of those agencies and the game itself.
We're pretty much finalized the planning stage and moving into the operational phase for security, which means you're going to see overt things and there are covert things you obviously won't see.
So obviously he couldn't talk about a lot of the covert things, but some of the things you will see are things like this, the barricades, these sort of barriers to protect pedestrians, all sort of things like that, plus lots of security checkpoints. And at the stadium, nearly 300 people working those checkpoints.
If you're used to going to a game, that's not going to be the same stadium that you're used to going to.
Stephen Sardoui is the president of Indemnity Security and Investigations, the company providing all of the security staff inside Hard Rock Stadium.
It's going to be the most secure facility in the world for the next couple of weeks, and most definitely the day of the game.
But of course, Super Bowl festivities aren't just contained to that stadium in Miami Gardens. In fact, over at Bayfront Park, where Super Bowl LIV will be taking place all week, City of Miami police will be stepping up their enforcement significantly. And similarly, down on Miami Beach, where an estimated 250,000 people will be every single day, officers are working literal overtime.
Our patrol officers will be on Alpha Bravo staffing. That's 400 plus officers that will be working around the clock, no days off.
So now you might be thinking this is an awesome opportunity to get some really cool drone footage, but not allowed to do that either.
Some of the things that we do when we have attendees coming to an event where there's a large crowds expected, such like the Miami Beach Convention Center and Bayfront Park, is we'll establish no drone zones.
Federal Aviation Administration drone expert Kevin Morris says all of those major gathering areas are no-fly zones for drones, because who wants one of those crashing down on your head?
Drone flights are not allowed roughly within a mile radius of each location from January 25th through February 1st. And we also can, on game day at Hard Rock Stadium, we'll be enacting a flight restriction there, turning into a no drone zone as well.
That no drone zone during the actual day of the game will extend 30 miles from the stadium. And no, they aren't doing all of this to kill the fun. They're doing it to make sure everyone can have fun, just safely.
The goal here is to have it be a great game, a great event for South Florida, but let the fans know that they're going to be as safe as possible by the effort being made by all law enforcement.
So you can actually get involved in helping keep everyone safe this week. So you know that line, see something, say something? Well, the Super Bowl committee is asking you to see something, send something instead of just say something. There's an app you can download called Safer Watch where you can report anything you think is off, potentially dangerous. This can be anything from what you may think is human trafficking or just a simple safety concern. You can even send pictures or video of what you are seeing, or if you do not download the app, you can send a text with your tip into 305-800-TIPS. Now back out live here at Hard Rock Stadium. I know that is a ton of stuff to remember, so of course I have put it on my social media accounts at Ian Margol WPLG. And of course I get to be the wet blanket. Everybody else is having fun. Christian is dancing in front of concerts. Same with Christina. But I have to tell you all the things you're not allowed to do. But seriously, really, these guys are working really hard just to make sure there are so many people and making sure all those people are staying safe.
Yeah, somebody's sounding real salty right now. I'm just saying, somebody's sounding real salty right now. Now, you know, you can take that up with the folks back at the station, buddy.
A little salty.
All right, Ian, thank you, my man.
Okay, so we have reached halftime, but you know, everything great happens in the second half. So stay with us. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
When the ultimate guide to the ultimate game returns,
Julie Durda.
We'll show you why Julie Durda may be South Florida's biggest Niners fan heading into the Super Bowl. And ever wonder how the other half lives? Leanne Morahone is moving on up, giving us an exclusive look at how to live our best Super Bowl lives. After the break.
Yeah, you feel that? We felt that 3 years later, same two teams, same place, totally disco. The Steelers and Cowboys were both dynamite that season, so why not have deja vu all over again? Super Bowl 13 was a lucky one for all of us as it went back and forth like Travolta or me on the dance floor. Long touchdowns to guys like John Stallworth and Tony Hill thrilled the crowds in the opening half, and this became an offensive Super Bowl for the ages. But for all the touchdowns, what everyone remembers most is the bummer of all Super Bowl bummers. Sitting all alone, no one near him, and Cowboys tight end Jackie Smith dropped a wide open pass in the end zone that could have been the difference in the game that Pittsburgh won 35-31. Sadly, the NFL was talking jive and said, catch you later to the Orange Bowl, and South Florida's historic stadium never hosted a Super Bowl again. But don't worry, the big game would soon find its way back. All right.
I think I need those red shoes.
You know what? I am so done with Will.
No, I love it.
Done.
Just keep it coming.
While most of the Local 10 family really loves Dolphin Nation, there is one person on our staff, though, who gets a pass for bleeding red and gold. We're talking about the 49ers.
She does.
Yeah.
When our meteorologist, Julie Durda, says she cheers for the Niners, she means it, and she can back it up.
Our Laren Livingston goes one-on-one with our own Gold Rush cheerleader. Take a look.
No joking around. Don't expose any of your skin. 49ers.
We all know and love watching Julie Durda each and every morning, but before she stood in front of the green screen, gold was Julie's color.
Julie Durda.
That's right, our own Julie Durda was born and raised in Northern California, and there was no doubt about which team she'd be cheering for.
Well, you could either be a Raider fan or you were a Niner fan. My family, born and raised Niners, die hard. My parents, my grandparents, their grandparents, you get the gist.
Every week during the season, Julie's dad would take her and her brother to watch the Niners practice. And after taking a pic with the Jerry Rice following one of those workouts, a dream was born.
After practice, I said, I'm going to be a 49er cheerleader.
First problem, she was only 8 years old. Then 10 years later came another problem when she was finally allowed to try out.
I walk into a high school gym full of hundreds of beautiful women. And boy, did I want to turn around and walk out, because I said to myself, what am I doing here?
Not to worry, because her Gold Rush fairy tale came true.
The moment she called, I said, you're kidding me, right?
That's just Julie being modest, because for the next 2 years, she kicked major pom-pom on the 49ers sidelines.
Julie Durda.
It was something that I never thought I could ever strive to do, let alone have the courage to do, and I did it.
Where are you in here?
Okay, I am right there, right in the middle.
Come on, dead center.
Do you notice the cheerleader is serious and the football
player is smiling, right?
So Terrell Owens, he's a character. I was the cheerleader of that game day.
Solid.
Years and years ago, but it happened. The Niners are here. They're in our backyard. They're
Thank
in
you, Durda.
my backyard. I'm sure those kids are bundled up today.
After 2 years, Julie went on to shine on a different stage.
Upper 40s.
But her Niners roots still live on here in Finn's country.
My son loves the Niners, but yet my husband likes the Jets. So, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't show any of this because I think the Dolphin fans will be really mad at me for both reasons.
Julie's got nothing to worry about. We still stand for her, despite the fact that she bleeds red and gold instead of aqua and orange. She still shines as brightly now as she did back then, when her ultimate fangirl dreams became a reality.
I was able to go to Osaka, Japan. I was able to go to Hawaii several times. I was able to be a part of covers of magazines and calendars. And I'm Julie Durda. I'm from Orangeville, California. This is like a cow town I was born and raised from. That typically doesn't happen. So it was really one of the opportunities that gave me the stepping stone to where I am now.
Wow.
That's a throwback. I mean, my goodness.
That's so cool, though. What are the chances that her team makes it to the Super Bowl? That's awesome.
Really cool.
So Julie told us that cheerleading actually helped her in her TV career. She said that if she could dance in front of 60,000 fans in a packed stadium, it gave her the confidence to stand in front of a TV camera.
And dance very well, you know. Mama Durda has a lot of explaining to that little boy. Absolutely. About those days with the 49ers. Anyway, we are back in just a moment. Don't you dare go anywhere. We're going to tackle you if you do.
Penthouses, private pools, and cabanas. Now that's how to enjoy the Super Bowl. Coming up, check out how the High Rollers will be enjoying the big game. Plus, it was a disaster of a movie, but who can ever forget one of the craziest scenes from the silver screen? It was only in South Florida, and it's only on The Ultimate Guide to the Ultimate Game.
Walk on, baby! Yeah! After a 10-year absence, the Super Bowl made its righteous return to South Florida with the first ever appearance at the totally tubular Joe Robbie Stadium. And anyone asking, where's the beef, found it in one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. It was 1989, and the San Francisco 49ers were at the peak of their powers with Bill Walsh and Joe Montana. But the Cincinnati Bengals were no pushovers, having taken a 16-13 lead with just over 3 minutes left on the clock. But that's like totally Montana time. And the Hall of Famer led the Niners on a bitchin' drive that ended with a 10-yard touchdown pass to John Taylor with only 34 seconds left on the clock, giving San Francisco their third Super Bowl title. You know what? Funny story. Before that final drive began, Montana stepped into the huddle and said, "Hey, isn't that John Candy?" All of that to relax his team. Must have worked, right? Doesn't get more 80s than that. Up next, the Super Bowl and Miami reach a new century.
Our thanks to Will Manso for that super trip down memory lane. And thanks to Vintage Diversity for dressing him up in the slickest threads in town. Need a costume for a party, event, or anything else? Check them out on VintageDiversity.com. We hope you checked him out. Will looks really good.
He looks fantastic.
He
I mean,
does. He does.
I love
you
it.
know?
Okay, so back here again at the Hard Rock Hotel. So if you can't make it to the parties all week long, or you can't make it to the game, this is where you want to be. I mean, first of all, look at that guitar. It's amazing. So there's so much going on here. Concerts every single night, and a ton of other Super Bowl events to keep you entertained, no matter what you're looking for. So thank you to everyone here who has made our Super Bowl coverage such a wonderful success.
Hospitality top shelf.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. So if you want to live your best life here for the Super Bowl during Super Bowl week, this is certainly the place to be. Our Leanne Motorhone is live now inside the hotel to show us how we can live our best life, but it's going to cost you a little bit of money. Leanne.
Oh, yes. In fact, I want to show you, we're inside the Guitar Hotel here at the Hard Rock Hollywood. This is one of the focal points of the hotel, something truly special. It's called the Oculus. They have shows here throughout the day, every day, involving lights, sound, smoke, choreography, you name it. And it's a part of the hotel that really anyone can access. But what about the parts of this Guitar Hotel that are only accessible to those big, big names, those really big spenders? We're going to take you inside to some of those super secret places, including a penthouse that's said to house a very big VIP come Super Bowl weekend. The Hard Rock Hollywood welcomes big-name celebs any time of the year. Super Bowl just days away, they're pulling out all the stops to make superstars and high rollers very happy.
Our team has been gearing up for months to be ready for this.
Bo Guidry is the president of Hard Rock Hollywood, home of the brand new, instantly legendary Guitar Hotel, with no shortage of ways to live your best Super Bowl life.
What better place to come here where we have 195 table games, over 3,000 slots, so many restaurants and bar, nightclub, day club. This place is going to be off the charts.
So where do the big spenders go to get their game on? Let's start at the swim-up suite. This room is big. Spacious living room, comfy bedroom, and a bathroom you can practically live in.
There's multiple shower heads, and the water pressure is the best you've ever been in.
So you might be asking yourself, why is it called the swim-up suite? Check this out. This suite comes with private access to an exclusive pool right here in the hotel where you can literally swim up to your room.
You open the sliding doors and you're right on your private patio, just like you were in your backyard, with a 60-inch TV, multiple lounge areas, and you walk right into the pool.
So what if you don't want to be cooped up watching the game? You want to be outside enjoying the weather, watching the game on one of these? Then the Bora Bora experience might be for you.
These serene spaces are sort of like cabanas on steroids, built to mimic the breathtaking floating bungalows of Bora Bora.
We have a big 60-inch TV with your own bar and lounge area, and it's right in the most beautiful place you can be.
And speaking of beautiful, we're giving you an exclusive look at one of the hotel's new unique penthouses.
So this is one of our probably most special suites that we have.
Wow.
Vice President of Operations Drew Schlesinger gives us a tour of this dreamy two-story, three-bedroom suite, big enough to host the coolest Super Bowl party ever.
I've always wanted to do this.
The price range for this is between $18,000 and $25,000 a night.
People like Beyonce Knowles and husband Jay-Z, the first stars to stay in this room. Queen Bee even snapped this picture in one of the hallways.
Hey, if it's good enough for Beyonce.
You have ocean view, you have your own swimming pool, you have a jacuzzi, chaise lounges. Just in case we didn't have the 2 bedrooms downstairs that were enough, we built a third one upstairs here.
A suite this special also comes with butler service to cater to your every whim.
Whether it's your laundry needs, food and beverage needs, having a reservation anywhere, or getting you a private gaming table, he or she would take care of that.
That's right, a ride to the 34th floor takes you to an exclusive private gaming area.
Very few people that actually get to come up here.
So this is very exclusive.
Yeah, this is invited only.
Where the money spent is as big as the secrets that are kept.
But sometimes if it's a sports figure and they're playing, let's say $100,000 a hand or $50,000 a hand, and they don't want people to see that,
Right.
We just black it out.
The Hard Rock's Guitar Hotel, ready to show the world a Super Bowl with South Florida flair.
This is truly something that's spectacular here. And now we're going to showcase this to the world.
And the world really will get a chance to see it. We're told that a very special Super Bowl commercial will be running about this very hotel just before halftime, and there might be something in it for you if you watch. Can't give any details. That's all I'm going to say. Back to you.
2 years for the renovations. They were moving fast. Okay, thanks a lot, Leanne.
We're about to wrap things up, but stay tuned because we saved the best for last. We'll be back. Finally, we have showed you some of the greatest Super Bowls in South Florida history, but we haven't showed you the wildest.
Back in the 1970s, which wasn't that long ago, by the way, there was a movie called Black Sunday, and it's changed how everyone viewed the blimp and the Super Bowl. Our Luke Doris is going to explain.
The 70s, a time for bell bottoms, disco music, and preposterous disaster flicks featuring upside-down cruise ships, gargantuan earthquakes, and towering, well, infernos.
But if there was one movie that epitomized quintessential silver screen cheese, it was the dud that, of course, featured Miami, right here where the Orange Bowl used to stand.
Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. And Tom, you could feel the pressure building up all week. So here we go.
Everyone remembers Black Sunday, right? Okay, maybe not. But how about the one where the blimp crashes into the Orange Bowl? Ha! There you go. The 1977 movie dealt with a plot to blow up the Goodyear blimp over a Steelers-Cowboys Super Bowl and starred Robert Shaw, the captain who got eaten in Jaws, Bruce Dern, and Miami Dolphins owner Joe Robbie.
If you do it, you might as well cancel every athletic contest in this country.
The film itself may have been the actual bomb.
So it was kind of cool. I took that same shot.
But it was nothing but a great time for local and national broadcaster Joe Johnson, who along with a group of high school buddies, served as an extra in the movie.
We sat around a lot and we clowned around a lot, and I was taking a lot of film of cameras and guys and on the field. And
Johnson also brought along his Super 8 camera, and as a film buff himself,
because you had the little cartridge that you put in here,
shot a bunch of footage that he's kept all this time.
There's like a small group of us. There's not very many, maybe, I don't know, 1,200 people or something.
In the video, you can see all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff going on at the OB. Even former Dolphin Nat Moore was there. When the blimp makes its fateful move, Johnson and the others finally got the call for action.
I know that when they got to that scene where they wanted all of us to pretend the blimp was coming, there was obviously no blimp for us to see, and then they cut it in later, but we had to scream into the camera, their camera, and yeah, I don't think we really knew the plot necessarily, but it was fun.
While Johnson's movies are personal gold, Paramount, the studio that made the dud, would rather they remain in the dark.
I said I've got this 3-minute video or film of happening when they filmed in Black Sunday at the Orange Bowl. They just weren't interested. I just would have given it to them just because I thought it would be neat for the DVD.
Can you imagine the NFL allowing real teams to be used in a disaster movie these days? And what about Goodyear? Yep, the 70s were a different time and South Florida was a different place. But when it comes to Super Bowls, Miami will always have the perfect season Dolphins and Black Sunday.
Our thanks to Luke Doris for that. And look at those pictures from the 70s, how Miami has changed. Just a little bit, huh? The skyline has changed a little bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, it is such a difference.
Do you have a pick for the game?
I do. I'm going to go with the Chiefs because it has been a long time since they've won, and I would like them to win.
Okay, all right. The 49ers have a better defense.
And a cute quarterback, too.
Really?
I mean,
really?
But I'm going to go with it.
All right. We thank you for watching. We're just getting started. Hope you stay with us.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Have a good night.